Hold on, I'll knock on their door.
Lootlads.
Welcome back.
Get me out. Get me out! I need to go pitch my idea to Hollywood.
Yeah, it didn't work out. We're back, unfortunately. So here we are cleaning. So,
Hey, yo, what's up? I was talking about that movie idea you had. You should have copyrighted it, idiot.
running their thing over my deadbeat dirt bike.
I'll run my thing.
Florian and I would climb up and down that rock garden all day, pretending we were on rumbling Mount Rushless, and the pond was the crater. Sure, bud. No idea how to explain the fish being there, though. Calvin needs...
He's touch-starved.
Therapy.
I'm going to put my phone on mute because I was booked for this job for a couple hours.
Yeah.
And frankly, I don't care. I don't care about your fucking imagination and like how much this rock. You paid me to clean it.
Yeah, I'm here to clean. I'm not here
if
to
you
be
love this rock garden so much, why is it radioactive?
This is your doing. Yeah, no, like when I pay somebody to do a job, I'm not expecting them to be, my therapist, unless I'm paying them to be my therapist. If I'm paying somebody to wet everything in my backyard, I'm not expecting us to, be chums after. It's very weird that we're even friends with, the artist that did our shit. Who's a good boy? Hire James Frio. Unless it's Nuzlocke James Frio, then don't hire that one. That's the bad James Frio.
I mean, he doesn't care about his Pokemon.
Doesn't at all.
I don't think that's how that works. I'm pretty sure that was stained, but hey.
Get my coffee out of my sofa.
I love drinking coffee on my sofa.
My swinging sofa. I can only enjoy it by swinging as fast as fucking possible.
With my very, very full cup. And then and I have to go get another one. I scald myself every single day on this sofa.
Boy, don't even get me fucking started until don't even talk to me until I've had my scalding.
I mean, that would wake you up.
It would.
The best thing about waking up is over 100-degree water in your cup. Ooh, Karen, I'm ready for my emails.
And there's another one that's saying Hollywood denied our ideas. All right,
Goddamn.
It's a damn shame.
That's all right. Lord of the Rings 2 will be our savior.
Is it? Is that thing's going to take off?
It's pending. I'm talking with the Tolkiens now.
The Tolkiens themselves.
Yeah. I was going to say James Tolkien.
Ooh.
Jonathan Tolkien, famous author of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, J.R.R. Tolkien, John Ron Tolkien.
Jonathan Ronathan Tolkien, duh. No, there were two R's. Jonathan Ronathan.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Or is it Ronald Ronathan?
I feel like middle names should be the most fun names in your name.
You can have the middle name as anything.
I know.
Like, I don't think middle names are legally binding.
I have friends that don't even have middle names, and it's weird.
Is it weird?
Well, I want them to have a fun name, and they don't seem receptive to it.
I mean, stop pitching the fun names to them and let them come up with their own.
They're not doing it, clearly.
Because they don't want to.
Give me your ID. Let me Sharpie.
I demand the freedom of...
You're having fun wrong.
Hold on, let me show you. Yes, hello, Samantha Fartface.
I'm successful. I'm mid-successfully campaigning that if win kid, I'm naming my child's middle name after my favorite fighting game character.
Which is?
Leroy.
Which is?
Tekken.
Which is?
Child? My son.
Gonna have to fight Harada for that.
Or T-Pain. Oh, wow, you got up there fucking fast.
Oh, yeah, you can just go.
Man up.
We're on the moon, dude.
Oh, shit.
Unfortunately, I have to surf on the surface, otherwise I fall.
Can you bring the fucking... Oh, wait, can you float from the toy car?
One moment.
We've learned you could float off screen.
I can't bunny hop, but...
Not
like that. I can't
think you tried.
Yeah, hold on. I mean, I don't think the flying works like we think we do. Like, it doesn't actually give you more airtime. It just looks like it. Yeah, it looks a little stupid.
It's pretty rough.
And it's pretty rough. Where is my ladder? Hold on.
There's a step stool by the dog thing.
By the dog?
By the dog thing.
There was no dog anymore. You fusioned him.
Dog thing.
Wait, what's happening? Hold on. Whatever, fuck it.
You're doing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater now.
Man, I'm getting hella points. And then I do a trick. Ah, fuck. I can't jump off the surface.
Hey!
Guess I didn't try.
Fucking just ignore gravity. You thought about it too long.
I'm not ignoring gravity. I'm just conquering it. There's a difference. You can respect gravity and then also conquer it. It's called being a top.
9.81. Well, welcome to my 9.82. I win. I'm up.
Take a sip of that, boy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think we're all on cylinders anyway. What's on the docket there, Devo?
I don't fucking... what? I have to dock it?
You didn't need to. That was more so like do you have anything to talk about?
I gotta have an agenda?
You don't need an agenda. You can just be like quirky. We could be like, hey, you want to discuss ice cream? What's your favorite ice cream?
Moon mist. Next question.
Moon mist?
Yeah.
Why?
Because
there's so many ice creams out there.
Yeah, I know. But
and you chose the moon?
I chose the
least
fucking
trustworthy
moon.
one?
Yeah. That's why it's my own way to say fuck you to the moon by eating part of it.
It's not even... I don't want to disappoint you. And you're going to need to sit down for this.
Thank goodness I'm sitting down.
Moon mist does not include chunks of moon.
Well, I mean, it's the mist off the moon, right?
Does the moon have mist? Because
the fog...
It implies atmosphere.
The fog here is not the Earth, right? It's still misty out, but it's not the Earth.
I haven't been on the moon. I can't... I'm going to ask the fucking astronauts, hey, is the moon misty? And if they answer no, it's rather dusty, which is not the same as mist.
Then I'll be mad.
Yeah. I think you will be mad regardless. I'm pretty sure the moon does not have mist.
I think you're fucking bullshit.
I think the name moon mist is bullshit, but hey.
Look, everybody knows that the mist on the moon is made of bubblegum, grape, and bananas. And honestly, I'm a little fucking pissed off at you right now for saying otherwise. Good job finishing those soda chains.
That's why when Neil Armstrong came back, he was high as fuck. Because once you go to the moon and sample some of that mist, you can't come back to Earth.
Can't come back. It's not the same. You get shakes.
Yeah. Get the moon shakes.
It's like a normal milkshake, but
Neil, you okay? And he's just he's vibrating in place, but he's he lost weight.
Yeah, that's what makes them so good. Moon shakes are so much different than milkshakes on Earth.
Low calories.
Low fucking calories. All the flavor, none of the filler. It's out of this world.
All right, okay, you're selling me on moon mist again. We're good. We're good.
Give me enough time, I can sell anything to anyone.
What do you mean?
I literally just did it. You had a very staunch anti-moon mist stance, and I've turned you around.
I was never anti-moon mist.
You're anti anything I say.
I don't know what you mean, and you are a fucking charlatan.
I think we have years of content to prove otherwise.
Years?
Years.
Year?
We've been doing it over a year. It's a year plus.
Year plus?
Yeah.
Oh my god, where's the time?
And technically, it's been 2 years. But
yeah, I had to re-up my contract, dude.
I'm only going to make it worse.
That's why I'm trying to stretch these out.
That's why you guys are getting 4 more hours of power washing.
Yeah, it says here right in your contract. If it's a podcast episode, if it goes past the first episode, we just have to complete it.
Yep.
Yeah.
True.
It's now our long play. Welcome back to fuck Killer 7. Actually, we might actually finish Killer 7 before this comes out.
Who knows?
Yeah. We're very close to the end.
Games are weird.
So I'll tell you, this is a insider look into what I do for semi-research for our games.
Okay, all right.
I think I've accidentally spoiled myself, and the fucking game is more wild than you could ever imagine.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah. So we'll look forward to that. Killer 7 is definitely a brainchild of somebody. Good old Suda.
I absolutely love that we do get in some cases. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. LSD Dream Simulator does not count, but just these weird fucking brains actually developing games that I could just sit down and go, all right, that was a time. That was a couple hours I put into something. I don't think I regret it.
I would love to do more schlock on this show.
That's kind of the whole idea that I had in the first place, was like, we're playing games that we might have missed out on, and also just the weirdest schlock.
I mean, we could do more schlock. Like, PowerWash Simulator is so it's so plain out, you know?
But it is just kind of...
Look, the
nice.
anime girls got the PowerWash Simulator, and, like, we're doing stuff that anime girls have already done it. And therefore, we cannot be more popular than them.
We're not going to beat anime women.
I mean, we shouldn't, but...
Exactly. So I'm just here for the ride. I'm not a pioneer. I don't got buckles on my shoes.
You don't need buckles to be a pioneer.
What?
Yeah.
Returning all these Amazon packages.
I want to do something new, goddammit.
You're removing the belt off of my hat.
I don't know, we could be fighting game community content. Lads, I don't know.
Fighting games are just, like, I enjoy fighting games, but it's hard to make content with fighting games that aren't analyzing fighting games.
We could just analyze fighting games.
I am bad at analyzing my own gameplay, let alone gameplay of games I don't actively play all the time.
I don't do, then fucking fake it. I don't care.
Oh, you're right. I could lie.
We could just be like, hold on, how does
You know
this
what,
idea does this idea have gas? 1 second. We should
all right.
analyze it.
Okay.
What about a video series that we, as people who are mid-level in almost every game we play,
Correct.
just analyze top plays and then just like criticize them, even though we don't know what we're talking about?
That's kind of along the lines of an idea I had years ago of being a fake esport commentator.
Yeah, I would love to make up terms for that. Like, just look up the fighting game glossary and never use any of the terms.
Exactly.
Like, someone wave dashes, like, oh, he's doing the scootin' boot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's the shit I wanted to do for StarCraft, right?
StarCraft is very good and susceptible to it. I think chess also, because chess has so many like opener names that you can be like, yeah, that's the Scanlan bump and grind type of thing, and it's just you moved your pawn to E2. E2 is where it starts.
E2 is where it starts.
Move the pawn to E3. There you go.
There you go. That's the whatever you said.
Yeah, the Scanlan bump and grind.
Bump and grind, yeah.
It's specifically to free the where's E on that board? To free.
It's near D and F.
I'll fucking hate you.
It's in front of bishop, I think.
If it's in front of bishop, that kind of ruins it. But it's to
No, what am I doing? That's in front of the fucking king or queen.
I'm currently washing some rocks.
Rook, knight, bishop,
Just go
king,
backwards.
queen. Yeah.
Anyway, it's the free the bishop, so that the Scanlan bumping. That's the bump, and then you complete the grind on the second turn. Yeah.
You got it. Yeah, that's right.
It's a two-way go.
Genius.
I mean, I'm just a chess expert. If I can't play chess if it's in 4D, but I can play chess if it's in 2D.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, I can't play with time.
If you pick up a piece, that's illegal. That's 3 dimensions. You fuck off.
Also, as soon as you take your hand off a piece, that you've committed, and no takes backs.
No take backsies.
No take backsies.
If you pick up a piece and put it down exactly where it started, that's your move.
Yeah, that's known as the California. Can't even speak. The California Slurpee bus stop.
Okay.
In which it's emulating when that famous chess player who did that move initially, famously lifted his Slurpee and thought it was the pawn, and then pressed the chess clock, and the judges were like, well, he lifted a piece technically. It's just a really big piece that's off the board filled with blue liquid. Yeah. So ever since then, in California they call it the Slurpee bus stop. And then if you're playing it outside of California, you have to specify it's from California.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like it's kind of like the Chicago Punish. I'm pretty sure they just call that the Punish over there, but they haven't had any fighting game tournaments in Chicago that confirm.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
That is a problem with Chicago, right?
I mean,
they're
it's
not
just
a fighting
game
place.
unfriendly. Yeah. Unfriendly. They
Ever
kick
since
you
the
out.
governor got elected.
Now, that's a true Chicago Punish.
Now, you are very tall. I know you're standing on the wall, but it doesn't look it. Oh my god, you're not. You're just tall. That's just a small pond. Good
Being
lord.
fair, I've spent most of my time in this mode.
I know, but like, holy fuck, the optical illusion of standing in that pond thinking it was bigger than it actually is. Ooh.
This guy's a lot of grime. Put some fucking chlorine in your fucking pond, idiot.
Stinky.
Unless you want... What wildlife is around
the
here?
frogs could die in
Where are
there,
we?
right?
Little frogs? You want frogs in here and you're spraying
Yes.
it down?
I want the wet mouse in my ponds.
But wouldn't it be self-cleaning then? Because you have fucking algae and shit? Why am I spraying this?
Also, wet mouse. That's the term for frog. It's just delightful.
I'll accept wet mouse. I call things dogs when they shouldn't be dogs. So
True.
like,
Yeah.
turtles are dogs.
Turtles are dogs.
Yeah.
These are rules. Have you never gamed before, nerds?
Yeah, you're not a true Dark Souls fan if you don't call turtles dogs.
Also, you're on your 14th life.
I've actually played. I've played Elden Ring, and I've played the multiplayer, right? But I've played a lot on my own. Oh my god, the game is easier on the second way through.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like, I'm just fucking dominating on a build that I actually can play. Because last time I played Bimbo build, which is what I lovingly call, and what I think the internet, not even the internet wide, just the internet, certain internet people that have listened to Germa speak.
Fair.
Is just like sorcery build, so you get the infinite mana flask and you
Yeah,
laser
yeah.
everybody. That was fun. It totally hampered my enjoyment of that game because every interaction I took with a boss, I died immediately. But now I'm playing strength build. Strength build's a lot of fun. I'm actually dodging and shit, and if I make a mistake, okay.
I didn't plan on doing the exact same build over again, but like it was just right at the beginning that you could do these things, so it's like, all right, well, I mean, give me my daggers, and then I will go to town.
You reduviating? Yeah.
But I mean, blood is still decent, right?
Bleed is really good in the multiplayer because it scales.
Everything's so scaled up, right? So
I tried the Soul Level 1 multiplayer. It did not work. And, like, that's more my fault than anything. I didn't really think about that. But the reason why the Soul Level 1 doesn't work is because bosses aren't meant to fight more than one people.
True. Their pathing gets all fucky. It's kind of funny.
So when fucking Margot decides, I'm going to take a swing with my big hammer, and the backswing hits me, and then the target they were targeting, and I die because of it, it feels real fucking bad.
Either way, game is good. Mods are gooder.
Gooder, yeah. DLC's coming out.
Oh shit, that's right.
Yeah. And I get to play the DLC. I don't know what character I want to play as, the strength guy or the bimbo.
Speaking of, like, fucking new Legend of Zelda's coming out, and people are losing their mind about that. And that's one that I've still not played, is the
Breath of the Wild?
Breath of the Wild.
It's alright.
Yeah.
It's good.
I feel like there's a lot of fun to be had in that game, though, just from looking at it.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong. Don't get my, like,
Apathy?
it's fun and a general apathy mood in it. But, like, Breath of the Wild was fun, but it didn't, like, blow me away.
I don't feel like this is going to maybe get me crucified by some people, but I don't feel like many of the Zeldas blew me away. I think they're good to great games, but none that make me go, fuck, I need to do that over again, or like I wish I could empty my brain out and play that over again like I did with some games.
Like, the Nier Automata did that to me.
That is one game that I wish I could just empty from my brain and start over. That is a fucking great game.
Yeah, I need to... I would like to lobotomize myself to play that game again. I feel like once I finish Disco Elysium, because I still haven't finished that, I'm kind of a charlatan. I feel like that's also one of those games that, like, will kind of just leave a complete experience in my mind.
But, I mean, to Zelda's credit, it has lasted forever, and most of the games are really fun.
So here's the thing about Zelda, right? Is that even the bad ones, people will still defend because it's
I've
brand
met
name.
my first Skyward Sword defender, and I was like, wow, we are not friends.
Wow. I didn't know you were that dogmatic about it.
That is the one Zelda that I played for a little bit and put down and said, yeah, I'm good.
Here's the thing. It was trapped in its own fucking console gimmicks. But to be honest, that Zelda had a little bit going for it. If Fi wasn't there, and, like, the Zelda was cute, and I can't remember what she did, so never mind, scratch that. But Groose was in that game?
Groose was on the loose, that is true.
So the thing about Loose Groose, right, is that he had an entire character arc where he was hot shit, And then the Hero of Time popped up, and he was like, fuck, I'm a supporting character.
Yeah.
And then he kind of owned it a little bit. Like, Groose is a good character.
I mean, yeah, I like me some Groose, but that's mostly it when it comes to Skyward Sword. Oh, and double claw shot, cool.
That was Twilight Princess.
That's Twilight Princess?
Yeah.
I thought Skyward Sword had. No, that had the fucking weird. Was it the rope thing? No, it's still had a claw shot of some sort, right?
I'm pretty sure it still had hook shot, but Twilight Princess was.
Never mind. Twilight Princess is better.
Yeah. Twilight Princess was edgy, but like it also had like okay, all right. It could have fell into the same fucking trap that Skyward Sword did because it had mechanics that like it shoved down your throat.
It could have got gimmicky real bad.
But the thing about Fee versus Midna is Midna's an actual character, not a fucking automaton.
Yeah.
And B, whenever she wanted to teach you how to be a wolf, or anytime like you needed her to be a Navi, she bitched at you for it, and it was fantastic because it made you think like, fuck, this character's hella hostile towards me, and maybe I should leave her alone. But I do need help, so she kind of scolds you for it. I love Midna. She actually has a personality.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people did.
It took me a minute to get over the weird gremlin girl that's riding around inside of me, just as a concept. But after that, we're all good.
It was also a little bit edgy.
It did suffer from the time of like listening to too much My Chemical Romance or some shit.
Oh, trust me, the edginess of Twilight Princess was not a demerit. I actually kind of liked the direction it was kind of trying to go for. Like, it was an actual, like, actual tragedies happened to these people.
Park warden, definitely need your help. Fuck the park.
Yeah. I'm busy, dude. Like, I have fucking
evil sheds to contend with.
Hold on, can I snipe that? Pew!
Nope.
Unfortunate.
It was fun. It was a fun game.
Again, didn't blow me away, but I enjoyed the direction.
Yeah, I think there was some really neat things in Twilight Princess, and it could have suffered the problem. Like, that was the good thing of it releasing both on GameCube and Wii, that it didn't get too many overblown Wii mechanics shoved in the game that Skyward Sword did.
It's the problem with Zelda, actually, is that
they love their gimmicks.
They love their gimmicks, and gimmicks is fine. Like, look at us, we're doing the gimmick of let's do a let's play. Yeah. And like I love all characters in fighting games that have gimmicks. Like I'm not a stranger to that. But it's when those gimmicks kind of overpower the narrative.
Yeah.
Is a little bit of a problem. Or like when those gimmicks aren't good enough to not have to be explained by a robot every 3 fucking seconds. And like I've already scanned 3 times fucking Fee. I know what the next step is. It's the scan for this next item. But Girahim was kind of cool.
Which one?
Is it Girahim? The fucking...
Oh, the villain. Yeah. Girahim was alright. I think he was kind of like too very basic as a villain.
I suppose.
I didn't think he had too much nuance to him, but again, my limited Skyward Sword is not there, so I don't fully know the nuance to him.
I mean, being fair to the nuance, Ganondorf is a guy who literally just has a license to be an idiot.
Man too angry to die, though.
Yeah, but that doesn't really matter when his entire role in every game is too angry to die.
I like Kenpachi for the same reasons from Bleach, alright?
But here's the thing about that, is like, they at least... okay, so comparing Skyward Sword to Twilight Princess.
Okay,
it's edgy, it's gimmicky because you're a wolf, but your side character isn't a fucking annoying robot. And Ganondorf actually had a role in that they tried to fake you out. They thought, oh, by the way, this Twilight God is the main villain. And Ganondorf is like, nope, same old boring plot, I'm stealing it. Yeah. And it was kind of funny. Like, Ganondorf had a sense of humor in that regard. Sometimes
you just double down on it and it kind of like horseshoes around its entertainment value.
I think they did that perfectly. Whoever directed that fucking game deserves a lot more credit. And then there's Agatha Bug Princess, who was very creepy.
Yeah.
And she could detect bugs in your pocket, which is very awkward.
When you swear you definitely didn't pick up bugs, and she's saying you got bugs in your pocket, you're like, I don't want to reach in there.
Agatha, what do you mean?
If I put the scarab in my pocket and reach in and get a scarab, cool. If I reach into my pocket not expecting a scarab, I'm going to be upset.
I'm going to scream.
Also, where the fuck am I getting scarabs?
There's a desert thing.
Yeah, but where am I getting scarabs?
Ooh. Agatha just puts them in your pocket a little bit.
That's how she starts conversation. She puts like that's how she knows. She doesn't actually. You don't pick up the bug. She puts bugs in there, and you're like, oh, you got a bug in your pocket. You're like, what the fuck?
Is that a shelled insect in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? I'm not happy to do any of this.
What is going on? Who are you? Why are we?
That was one hell of a call out.
It's very weird. You were right. Did you
do this?
You're just walking around town now with your pockets inside out.
I don't want any fucking scarabs. Fucking town scarabs are awful. They bite.
Have to hold your keys in your hand the entire time.
Jingling of the keys attracts dogs. Like
It's a lose-lose situation. Dogs and babies, yeah.
fucking Agatha. Never mind. Twilight Princess 0 out of 10. Agatha was in it. All right. Replace Agatha with Groose. And now we have a perfect Zelda game.
That's a 10 out of 10
out of 10, yeah.
That's a 10 out of 10 game.
Like, imagine in that little fucking village sequence where they finally give Link a character and then they forget about it. The Groose was there, and he thinks he's hot shit, but he has a what's the bug collecting technical term? Ornithology?
No, that's birds.
You know what? Fuck it. He's a bird collector. He's really interested in birds, and like. He's your rival, and then you meet him in Castletown later, and he's like, yeah, I moved to Castletown after you became a wolf, or some shit. But now I'm really in the bird, so could you collect feathers for me? And also, I'm going to join you because I think I'm the hero still, and then he goes through a character arc where, like, he's just the ultimate bird man.
Entomology?
Entomology?
Entomology. Not ant.
I was going to say, it's a little on the nose, isn't it?
Honestly, it should be. Let's put a fucking... I'm emailing bugs.
Yeah, rename your shit. You just get a letter back and it's full of earwigs.
Oh, no. Is this good or not? And you go on Wikipedia and it says ant, and you're like, all right.
The earwigs, they spell out what the contents of the letter would have been. I didn't think earwigs were smart enough to do that.
Check that out. They are trained.
Who's doing this?
Speaking of earwigs, I don't think I mentioned it on this here, but I was the mouse do weird sometimes. I was playing the World of Warcraft. I'm sorry, but I was during a raid, and we pulled one of the longer boss fights. And as soon as we pulled, I looked over behind my monitor, and I saw that there was a centipede walking on my audio panels, my soundproofing panels, and I was like, huh, I can't tend to that for another 6 to 8 minutes. Well, let's hope I don't lose it. And of course, like we fucking killed a boss, and then I look around and I have no idea where it is, and I've not seen it since.
Excellent.
Yep.
Sometimes bugs just live in your place.
It's true.
Yeah. I remember when your mic was filled with spiders.
That is a problem.
Yeah.
I have pulled out a lot of spiders already this year.
Actually, me too. I've had not a spider problem. I don't think the spiders are the problem. It's more so the reception of the spiders
Maybe
that are the problem.
man is the problem.
We keep blaming the beasts, you know?
I'm just looking for warm ants to find.
Unfortunately, we're out of ants. Yeah. I don't think the ceiling is a good place to find ants, my guy. I understand it's like the winter and stuff, but like, what are you eating? Actually, what are you eating? Hold on, that's even more of a problem, because if you see spiders in your home, you don't mind them because they eat the bugs. But you see a lot of spiders in your home, what are they eating?
That is a problem.
Yeah. At that point, it's less so like, all right, spiders slightly a pest in this scenario, but what are they eating that's more of a pest?
Where's the cat?
I don't want to think about that. That's fucked up. I think one of my like greatest like cringe fears is lots of tiny insects killing a bigger thing.
That is the thing I hate the most. Like I can deal with one insect, two insect, but you get a swarm, I'm uncomfortable.
Okay, I'm like, so you know like eight-legged freaks and stuff. Like
I
just
do.
big insect movie. I'm oddly enough
They're arachnids.
I'm more fine with that scenario than being crawled on by normal sized spiders.
Okay.
Like it's just fucking like it's just set me on fire and kill me already. Like I don't want this.
Yeah, what is your spider cap?
My spider cap?
Yeah, how many spiders can you have crawling on you until you're like, all right, that's it?
0.
Really? Okay.
I don't want them touching me, but I will respect them from afar. And even then, if I see more than like 3, I'm a little sketched out.
Dirt Fine General, they keep changing our shit. Get details from a certain Harper Shaws. There's an alleged dirt problem at the local playground.
Dirt problem? In the playground, surrounded by dirt.
All creamy like a toffee pie on wheels.
I am.
Block
Oh,
carpet.
turn off your fucking phone! I swear to God.
I should be working. But I wouldn't know whether to drive it or lick it. Jesus Christ.
Harper is a freak.
Is he a dragon that fucks cars?
He's talking about that RV. Saw my dream RV covered in fucking toffee, and I just wanted to lick it all off.
Sold for a crazy amount.
You should stop talking about dragons fucking cars.
It just, look, naturally it happens.
It's just wholesome. It's just wholesome.
But on the spider talk, I don't know. I as long as I have not loose-fitting clothing on, like if I know it's not going to crawl under a sleeve or something and I lose it, I'm fine with any amount of spiders.
Okay, all right. So I guess here's the thing about stuff crawling on me, right? It's like I have really weird sensitive skin, so even if I knew the spider,
It is blue and bumpy. You're right. You have weird skin.
even if I knew the spider, right? And like some owners of like spiders, like tarantulas and what have you,
Yeah.
they let them crawl around because like you know they're pretty harmless if you don't startle them, which is like me as well. If you don't startle me, I'm pretty harmless.
It's weird when the spider starts boxing.
I mean, these spiders have fucking heads, dude.
So many.
But like even if I knew the spider, I don't think I'd let them crawl on me. Because again, I feel it, and it's real fucking weird. And like, no offense to any spiders out there, but also
Yo,
I don't want to.
spiders?
Yeah,
Ally.
I would ally with this. Okay, all right. Fucking driders come out of the ground. I'm like, yeah, you're cool.
Yeah.
I'll ally with the spiders. Also, I don't think I would have a choice if driders come out. I don't know why I made driders as an example, but I'd be a little creeped out. But I'd be like, yeah, it's based. It's fine.
Driders, me, no. You've already, you know my centaur stance. This is just centaurs with extra legs.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna put a pin on that. I guess. Okay, no, we're gonna unpin it. We're gonna flip over the sticky note that I was hiding, and I'm gonna say beard is all right with spiders. They just please don't crawl on me.
Okay.
And it's no offense. Like even if you let me know, I'm just gonna say no, and I hope you respect my consent to crawl on my body.
What if it was a hot drider chick?
That was what I was getting to.
Me flipping the sticky note back over.
So
attacking your life points directly.
all right, so the centaur scenario. Is it just every blank hybrid, like blank human hybrid? Like if it has, for example, driders, right? They're known as being a little creepy, a little sussy, right?
Yeah.
So you're just not into them being a drider or them being their society of just being little creepy little boys.
When I first started my basis of really hating centaurs, it's just from like a logical standpoint. You look at human babies, right? They are one of the worst fucking creatures out there. Like they're absolutely useless. I think we're rivaled by kangaroos, maybe. I don't know. Both can box. I'm just saying. And spiders, they come out of the little spider egg, and they're all like, oh, gonna do spidery shit. Babies can't do baby shit for, like, years. They can't do anything remotely close to a human thing for a long time. Babies, absolutely fucking useless. So if you strap half a baby to half a spider who knows what the fuck they're doing, that is not okay. That does not make for a creature that makes any fucking sense. That is a wobbly baby on a sturdy thorax.
See, here's the thing about all of that is that we're assuming in suspension, like in the suspension of disbelief where you have these half people, half spider hybrids, right? Half people, half X hybrids. That the etymology, fuck, I don't know my terms, but the anatomy of the thing that you're combining with won't just adapt. Like, I assume if your spine is attached to a fucking spider thorax, that spine is no longer a human spine. It's meant to keep you upright.
Yeah.
You think fucking Quayleg, you think Quayleg's a normal human being?
Which
like
one?
The upper half, the in Dark Souls 1.
Oh,
she's the like the cute spider lady with the actual animal underneath of her.
I don't trust it.
You don't trust it?
I don't trust it.
I mean, okay, they're kind of built not to be trusted, to be fair. Like, the Drider scenario was a little bit crunkusy because in the Drider...
I mean, I'm still thinking of centaurs on the first. Like, that's where my first basis started. Everything else under the tree of, like, half human, half not human, everything. Mermaids, right out. Fucked up. Fucked up.
Hold on, why mermaids? Why are mermaids fucked up? They're underwater, so, like, they're less pressure on the spine unless they're really deep.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm still like, and I know babies can be birthed underwater relatively fine. It's just not okay with me. What like, I think the amount of wiggly wobbly that you have to do to fish around is not going to work on anything even remotely human.
You think fucking goblins can raise a fucking child better than a fucking merfolk can? Goblins do not exist. Because their fucking nature and everything that they're written in, unless they're already integrated into society, they eat each other.
Well, like that's a different too with merfolk and mermaids, though, right? Like,
And also, again, these are fantasy races.
Yeah.
Magic can have... imagine a spell, right? Like, if I were a fucking wizard, the first spell I would learn if I were having a family is Incubation Chamber. And then I will go interact with the child when I want to. Because I'm a wizard and therefore evil, apparently.
yeah, I guess that does sound like father issues.
Yeah. Never mind. Hold up. Maybe I'm not the best parent right now.
I do got too much evil wizardy things to do.
Side tangent. If
No, I'm not gonna fuck the drider.
Would you have romantic relationships with the drider?
No.
What if you had a... Okay, all right, scenario. You're in modern times.
Uh-huh.
There have been established fantasy races that you are apparently racist against because they have a lower half that's not a human.
Correct.
You have this person who you've been talking to online, and the webcam only shows chest up.
Yep.
And, you're having a real, like, good, nice conversation. And, like, you know what? You finally decide to, like, pull the trigger. They're local. You're local. Let's go have a coffee together. And what pulls up is a drider with, like, the thorax the size of a fucking small car.
I would pretend not to notice, and I'd just get in my car and leave.
That's fucked up, man.
Yep.
I would at least give her a chance.
Mm-mm.
She was real nice online, though.
Darren shame. She
doesn't want to fuck. She just wants a friend.
I don't know. I feel a little lied to at that point.
What do you mean? Maybe that's why. It's because she knows. Oh, if she knew you were racist, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, never mind.
No.
I mean, okay, that's still your problem for being racist, but it's kind of her fault for not, like, checking.
Look, I'm just saying, if anybody wants to reach out, tweet at me or anything, you have to disclose what your lower half looks like. Do you got legs? Do you got knees? I mean, did you have knees at one point? Did you potential 2 knees were there? If it wasn't like a horse or a spider,
I was gonna say horses have 4 knees, dude. Like,
that's too many fucking knees, right? Like,
some weird racism. Is it racism or speciesism? Are centaurs a separate race in that regard,
I don't know.
At that point are they like a separate species?
Look, I'm I was about to say something that is clearly a joke, would be said in a joke, but still sounds like a terrible soundbite, so I'm gonna move on.
I'm pretty sure, like, we already did that. Like, it's... All right, we'll move on from the relationship of if centaurs or driders were real. I would have a drider friend.
Like, I don't know. Could I learn? Maybe.
Could you learn?
Yeah.
In this society where magical creatures exist and you were the only race that weren't magic, would you be a little pissed? Like, imagine if elves popped out and they were like, oh, yes, here's my cantrip, make food taste better. You'd be like, oh, fuck, dude, teach me how to do that.
Well, no, I'd have to learn to be a martial class. And then, absolutely fuck it. Just get multiple sword strings as I grow.
At that point, I think, they'd be very successful Twitch streamers. Yeah.
Next time on Loot Lads.
Oh, yeah, I fucking hate elves. Yeah, fair enough. Wait a minute, hold that thought.